We're getting closer to the NFL draft. In this video, I'll be doing a mock draft for the Cleveland Browns. So let's go ahead and get started here. They have the 6th pick in the draft, and I have them taking Utah offensive tackle Spencer Fano. Whether it's Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, or whoever the quarterback is, they need good offensive linemen, something they did not have this season. Fano did not allow a sack this season for Utah. He's one of the best tackles in this year's draft class, and I think it'll be really smart for Cleveland to address offensive linemen early in the draft. They have 2 first-round picks, and with their second first-round pick, they take USC wide receiver Makai Lemon. Lemon had 79 receptions for over 1,100 yards and 11 receiving touchdowns this year for the Trojans. The Browns desperately need wide receiver. They only had 1 wide receiver this season to get over 500 yards. Offensive linemen and wide receiver are the 2 biggest needs by far, and if they want to see what they have in Shedeur Sanders, they have to get a good offensive lineman and good wide receiver help, and it's exactly what the Browns did here in round 1. In round 2, the Browns get even more offensive lineman help. They get guard from Oregon, Emmanuel Pregnon. Pregnon is one of the best interior offensive linemen in this year's draft class. In 2024, he was with USC where he did not allow a sack. Getting 2 young stud offensive linemen like Pregnon and Spencer Fano is a great idea for this Browns team. Pregnon is a great pick here by Cleveland, and I think it's an absolute steal getting him here in round 2. In round 3, the Browns get even more wide receiver help, getting Georgia State wide receiver Ted Hurst. Hurst is one of my favorite wide receivers in this year's draft class. This season for Georgia State, he had 71 receptions for over 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. And this was very, very inconsistent quarterback play for Georgia State this season. Cleveland already got one of the best wide receivers in the draft in Lemon in round 1, and they got a very underrated wide receiver here in round 3 in Ted Hurst. I would not be surprised at all if Ted Hurst ends up being one of the best wide receivers in this year's draft class. This is a great idea for the Browns to get even more wide receiver help for every quarterback's going to be in Cleveland. And to close it out in this mock draft, the Browns take Florida center Jake Slaughter. I love this pickup here. I think this is an absolute steal by Cleveland. Slaughter is arguably the best center in this year's draft class. He was fantastic in 2024, had a bit of a down season this year for the Gators, but don't let his 2025 season fool you. When he's on his best, he's absolute beast, and getting Slaughter here could easily end up being one of the biggest steals in this year's draft. In this mock draft, the Browns went really heavy on offensive lineman and wide receiver, 2 positions the Browns need desperate help in. Comment your thoughts on this mock draft video and comment who you want the Browns to draft. That about does it for this video. If you're new to my channel or you've seen my videos before, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time on the Sports Behind Show.